Hello and welcome to Carnivore Cafe Chat number four. We got Adam, we got JT. Unfortunately, we don't have Jeff with us today, but he is spending some good quality family time with his family, which is awesome. Traveling out there in Italy right now. So how's it going with you, Adam? How's it going with you, JT?
Fantastic.
It's going good, man. I got no complaints here, and I'm wearing my Healing Humanity bucket hat. Make sure you guys be on the lookout for these things. They're coming.
I said to JT, what the heck is going on here? You have a Healing Humanity hat. This documentary was my idea, and I'm wearing a Matthews archery hat right now. I don't know where he got this knucklehead down here. My wife is sending him hats. I don't even have the hat yet, and she sends it to JT first.
Nice.
Normally I'm representing too, but I found this shirt today. I had this shirt months ago, as some of you will know. I went out into the public. We had a couple conversations with individuals, and I lost it. I don't know. I got lost behind the wash machine or something, and now 6 months later, it just appeared this morning. So I'm like, I'm wearing this one. I got the bracelet on though.
We're all in the club, man. It's a club, an exclusive club.
Right? You guys got to get these. We got to start, Adam. I was talking to Jen about this. She's been sending out the shout out Redmond salt shakers. Thank you guys so much for people that are purchasing these still. I don't even really advertise these anymore. We advertise these during the 24-hour live stream, and people are still buying these. We were offering them for $20. Travel size Redmond salt shaker. You get in a keychain so you can take it with you out to the restaurant, family, whatever. And we really appreciate it. It's kind of like just a way to donate for the documentary, but then you get something cool. She just sent out like 8 more of these today. I'm like, who's ordering these still? So it's amazing. I'm really thankful that it's still coming through. Every penny from the profits from these goes towards the documentary. But I was telling Jen, long story short, I was like, why don't we have these? We should put these out there. And I don't know if she did it or not, but I'm like, you need to figure out the postage and how that works. They're so small. I'm like, can we just throw it in a regular envelope or what? And I'm like, she said she doesn't think so. She's going to check at the post office and verify.
You can do a first class mail package, and it'll be like $1.50 or $2 or something.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
We have to do that.
My Redmond's travel salt. Every restaurant we go to, I don't use any salt provided from a restaurant. I always just Redmond's it.
See, that's because JT has his stuff together. In the other room, I have about 100 of these sitting there. And I mean, I don't go out to eat that much, but I'm never prepared. Every time I'm like, oh, I forgot it again. And now I got to use this.
Put it on your keys, man. Put it on your keys now.
The problem is I got too many kids. That's what it is. It's never my fault. So like we were just gone yesterday. We went shopping and we took Emma's car. So I didn't have my keys with me. Or I'm in jet with I should just put it on every one of the kids' keys is what I should do.
Attach it to your pocket knife as long as you got the pocket knife.
Right? Yeah, and I always have that with me. Oh, someone in the comments said we need bumper stickers. Jill said, hello all, I'm waiting for my shaker. When did you order it, Jill? Because Jen just sent out a whole bunch of them today. She's been pretty much on top of it. So hopefully she didn't miss yours. If she did, shoot me an email, homesteadhow@gmail.com. I'll make sure it went out to you. So what's new with you guys? You guys eating anything interesting lately? Any new carnivore recipes? Any Dunkin' Donuts runs from either of you?
I had that close call with the pizza, but I texted Kerry and I made some eggs and bacon. So, but I've been looking up like a different type of crust you could do for pizza, and apparently you could take egg whites and whip them, and they call it like an air crust or something. It's literally just egg whites.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was thinking about doing that because a little pizza wouldn't be a bad thing if I could figure out how to keep it all carnivore, you know?
Right.
So you had close encounters of the pizza kind, huh?
Oh, the worst kind. And I suggest to people like it's gonna happen, you know, like, and I maybe get cravings like once or twice a month, not much, man. I'm usually pretty dang good, but who knows if I didn't eat enough that morning or what that was, but it was bad. I was ready to hop in the car and just
binge.
Yeah, and garf down a whole pizza. I felt like Garfield with like the lasagna, you know, like.
It's so funny because I had the pizza. I've only had like one craving, one really bad, intense, horrible craving. It was when I was fasting with our buddy Jeff. I was like 4 days in. I wasn't even hungry, but all of a sudden I was like, I want pizza so bad. It was a weird thing too. It wasn't like a hunger craving. It was just all in the brain. The brain just like pizza, pizza, pizza. Like it wanted it so bad. It was weird. It kind of scared me. Luckily, it went away.
Hey, just keep it real. Like I still get cravings once in a while, but not much though on carnivore. And I've heard someone say that if you're having cravings, that's a signal from your body that you're still hungry. And so why don't you just eat some more carnivore and then get rid of those cravings for the pizza and whatever else is going on.
Yeah, Emma always talks about it because she struggled with cravings for a long time. My daughter Emma, and she's like, up the fat, eat more fat or bacon or whatever. It's like when she gets more fat, she seems like those cravings go away. Speaking of Emma, and Katie's in the chat too. Shout out Katie, Outdoor Katie. The whole family right now is doing carnivore. It's crazy. That's awesome. Amazing. Jen, she's, as you guys know, she did carnivore for a while, then she fell off, and she's doing ketovore, and she's like full on carnivore. I was just talking to Adam about this earlier. She joined Bella's Steak and Butter Gang, the group, because she struggled with like some meat aversion. That's her biggest issue, which is understandable because she's vegetarian for 5 years before doing this. But she's getting some really good advice from them. And speaking of pizza, JT, I made breakfast pizza the other day unintentionally.
I saw that with eggs, and
I was like
egg whites too, though, and I've seen a recipe on it. It looks real crispy, so
it just I made it up. Like I'm taking full credit for it. I made it up. Like I was making Emma an omelet, and the last omelet I made, instead of rolling the omelet out, it was just a flat. I'm like, oh, that looks like a pizza crust. And like every morning for breakfast now, the girls were all doing carnivore. Jen now too. Every morning we have scrambled eggs or some sort of eggs and ground beef. And we cook up the ground beef and we put Adam's Malden sea salt on it that the whole family's addicted to. I add some butter at the end. So I had a flat thing. It was like a 9-inch pizza crust it was just eggs. It was just an omelet. It was just a flat omelet and then sprinkled ground beef on it. And then two of the girls still do cheese. I don't do cheese. I sprinkled some cheese on it and then crumpled bacon on top of it. It looked just like a pizza. I'm like, breakfast pizza. There we go. It's like a new favorite now. It was good. Like I didn't have the cheese.
Nothing wrong with spicing things up on the carnivore diet. You know, like there's no rules against it. Like you got to eat this a certain way. Like have fun with it. You know, like life is short, so make those breakfast pizzas. Let's go.
Right?
Is that a power pizza?
Yeah, power pizza. Yeah, there you go. I got to do a video on that. We got power balls, the big meatballs, and now power pizza.
Power pizza.
Adam kind of got me hooked back on ground beef again. I know when we were filming Dr. Barry, you were pretty much just eating ground beef the whole time.
Yep.
I've had a lot of beef over the years, but I was always defaulting to the patties. We get the patties from Costco, so I throw a couple of those in the air fryer or on the grill. But man, the ground beef with that Malden sea salt crumpled on it, add some butter at the end, get it a little crusty. It's fantastic, especially with scrambled eggs. I not only could, but I will eat that for the rest of my life. Like every morning, I can have scrambled eggs, ground beef. It's so good. Fills me up. You get your fat content and everything.
Have you guys tried
that
those?
Salt is the key, man, because, I wasn't adding salt to it before, and it's just, I don't know, too bland. Tasted gross or something. But
yeah.
Have you guys tried those little ketone pea strips?
Way back in the day. I tried those, and then I later got the Keto Mojo, which is the blood ketone measurement. I've heard mixed things on the pea sticks. They could be somewhat inaccurate, but I don't know for sure.
I don't like those in my ground beef.
Right. They are delicious, though.
I've been trying them now, and I don't know. I just wanted to see what you guys think about trying those. I heard the blood is obviously more accurate, but I don't have one of the Keto Mojos yet. Was it coming in with decent ratings? I mean, I guess like 1 minute, like it says like I'm like 2.5 or 0.25 or something, and then I go up to like a 4, and then like a 16, and then back down to a 4, then back down. I'm like, I don't know what this thing is doing.
Right. Hey, if you get the Keto Mojo, I'd recommend it. They sell it on Amazon. It's cool. I sent one to Jeff. I have this. I'm probably going to get arrested. I don't know why. There's got to be something wrong with this, but I have a little smuggling ring of sending Keto Mojos to my friends in Canada. I think I've sent out 5 of them now to various people. I don't understand why, but in Canada, you can't go on Amazon and order those. So, like, why? I don't get it. It's just a little blood monitor thing, but
yeah, that's strange.
I'll have to try the Keto Mojo out.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, you just a little prick on your finger, you stick it on, and it tells you your ketone level. It tells you everything. It's what Professor Seafried is really promoting. You get your GKI number, they call it. It's kind of fun too, because you can really see, like, I would have in the beginning, JT, I was just like, I'm eating meat. Like, what else can I do differently? But you can actually really swing that around depending on how much fat you're getting, depending on how much sleep you're getting, and how much exercise you're getting. You can really affect that number. Jeff knows about it way more than I do because he uses that quite a bit to make sure he's nice and low where he needs to be. Hey, we got Rebecca Berry. Shout out our friend. Keto Mojo is great. Have to make sure you always do the controls to make sure it's correct. Ooh, there you go.
I have to try that out.
Where's everyone in the chat coming from today? And have you guys eaten any pizza recently? Carnivore pizza or otherwise? We got Rick here. It's Tuesday and the duck food. And the duck is looking for eggs. There we go. Hey, real quick, shout out. I got to do a quick shout out. Carnivore Cheer Lori. Everyone loves Lori. Adam, you've interviewed Lori. She's incredible. Oh, yeah. She said she's signing on early, so don't forget, I'll be driving for part of the live stream, so I'll be listening only for a while so I can keep my eyes on the road and hands on the wheel. You want to talk about a great individual. So Lori Carnivore Cheer went on, I got to add this probably to the description, but JT and I are doing a meetup in Thiensville, Wisconsin, Saturday, April 13th. And Lori, being the sweetheart that she is, she went on and purchased a ticket for somebody else. So if there's anyone in the chat here right now that wants to attend for free, thank you to Lori Carnivore Cheer. Let us know. Shoot me an email, homesteadhow@gmail.com. And I guess whoever shoots me an email first, maybe we'll do it that way. We'll get the free ticket. So we're charging $25 because we're renting out an entire park. So part of the money is going for the park, and then anything that's left over is going 100% towards the Healing Humanity documentary. We got a bunch of people that are already signing up, so it's exciting. It is. I'll put a link in the description. Anyone else that's interested in joining us, Thiensville, Wisconsin, Carnivore Meetup, April 13th. JT's going to be there with the whole family. I'm going to be there with the whole family, 11 a.m. to 3. It's in a beautiful park. Kids are free, 100% free if you got your kids. We're just charging for adults. I'll throw a link here. There's a link there in the chat. But thank you so much, Lori. You are incredible. And one more time, I just want to shout out, Lori's got a great YouTube channel, Carnivore Cheer. Go check her out on YouTube if you haven't. She's amazing. Amazing individual.
Yeah, don't sleep on that free ticket. Email Kerry.
And we got a new member, Sunshine No Rain, and Andy Cole. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome. Members only live stream every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central. We do members only videos. We also got 99-pound super sticker UK carnivore guy, a friend of the channel. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
Shout out to UK.
Oh, we got a bunch of people in the chat here. Let me see here. Hey, Nurse Kim. How's it going, Nurse Kim?
Awesome.
Nurse
Kim. Let's see. Who else we got?
Oh, Adele's in there. Hey, Adele, I haven't seen you for a minute, girl.
Hey, I got my whole family must be in the chat. I didn't even realize this. Alyssa, you got to get your own YouTube channel. Alyssa's the only one out without a YouTube channel. This is my other triplet daughter, Alyssa, saying hi, Dad. Hello, Alyssa.
Got a Alyssa right there. She just got to put up the photo, and she's set.
We got Outdoor Katie. We got UK Carnivore guy. The triplets today had their ACT tests, so I'm assuming their score is probably about 20% higher than it would have been because they're all eating the proper human diet right now and just thriving.
Oops.
Let's see. We got some chats here. Truckin' Classics, beautiful work, men. Absolute inspiration. Carnivore promotes positivity and the healthy way of living. Thank you, Kerry, man, for showing me the way of the correct way of eating. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for your nice words.
Trucking. Keep on trucking.
That's right.
Darth Carnivore. I love that one. Darth Carnivore. At Carnivore meetups, everyone seems to open carry Redmond's real stuff. That is true. When we did the Dr. Hampton meetup in Chicago, and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse afterwards, it was amazing seeing what people had in their everyday carry, carnivore-wise. We had Redmond's different smoke salts on the table. We had people pulling sticks of butter out of their purses. We had bacon. We had purse bacon coming out. Like, it was incredible. I bring my own in my pocket always. There you go.
Let's go.
Karen Harrington, another friend of the channel, carried 2 small salts with recall at the time. We get a lot of requests for
Nice.
bumper stickers and window decals for Healing Humanity. That is a
Oh, there you go. Jen.
yeah. Come on, Jen.
That's
Jen
Jen's
in the chat
wheelhouse.
yet? Let's go.
Yeah, she's in there.
Adam and I had some conversations earlier too about potentially getting a. This is a big dream. I don't know if this is going to happen, but getting a vehicle, because we're literally traveling all around the country filming people. And I've got a crappy minivan, and not only is my minivan breaking down, but I honestly, Adam, I don't think, maybe it would. It would hardly fit all of the equipment we have at this point. When you count all of the lighting and everything, it would literally be packed to the roof.
You could just buy a trailer and wrap the trailer that you pull.
Yeah, but then you worry about the weather and someone stealing it and stuff. They sell these big Sprinter vans, like the tall vans. And man, I started looking around. I just love that idea, Adam, because I could see the Healing Humanity logo on the side of it. So we could also use it as like for meet and greets. We could go to a meet and greet and take pictures right outside of it, but then it would also secure everything. But
we're definitely looking into it because, extrapolating out how many trips that we have to do over the course of this documentary and then figuring out how much it costs to rent a vehicle each time.
Right.
It may make more sense to just find a used one of those vans and call it a day,
I think you're right. It probably something like 10 trips into it, it would have paid for itself. Plus, like Adam was looking into this when we're filming at Hack Your Health in Austin. They actually rent a truck you can buy that's got all the grip gear, like lighting and things like that in it, and sound. People don't realize, Adam, I don't think people realize. I'm starting to realize it after our Dr. Berry visit, how much equipment you need for one of these shoots. It is incredible, to the point that they rent out trucks just for the lighting. So yeah, for that reason alone, like when we did Dr. Berry, Adam had his vehicle, I had a minivan with me, and they were both completely packed and barely. Like Adam had to play a game of Tetris to load his car back up afterwards. So I'm gonna keep looking around for that, because it definitely makes sense. It would actually save the documentary money versus trying to rent
Maybe we should do a shout out for the Healing Humanity YouTube channel, because I feel like we got to start plugging that some more.
Yeah, good call. I got to start adding that more to the description.
But we got to get you guys on our other YouTube channel.
Right. Yeah. So everyone, like a lot of people have been watching Homestead How or Carnivore Today or Poco Moonshine Family. Keep watching those. But we also have the Healing Humanity YouTube channel. And we got Instagram and we got Facebook. We put a bunch of stuff up on there when we're filming Dr. Berry. We're trying to keep that more specific to documentary, things like that. But what is it on YouTube, Adam? Healing Humanity Movie, I think.
Yep.
Healing Humanity Movie. At Healing Humanity Movie. I'm gonna go in after this and make sure I have that added to each of my descriptions on YouTube.
I got it on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I added it in mine. So.
Hey, another friend of the channel, Ellie, Nourishment Redacted.
Hey, Ellie, how's it going?
Bumper stickers with the website listed. That's a good idea. Mala, I make pizza crust with ground chicken, mozzarella, and egg. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I think I've seen some YouTube videos on that process.
Try whipping the egg whites and then spreading it out real flat over wax paper. The video I saw, it looked crispy, so I want to, but I don't know. Like you got an egg there. How much is that going to taste like crust? I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll make a video on it.
All right, we got hello from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Kerry, I was born and raised in northern Wisconsin. Once a cheesehead, always a cheesehead. There you go.
Let's go.
We got some more pizza cravings.
Let's go.
Ciao, CEO. Kerry, question: do you know if Dr. Berry commented on Oprah and her talking about the fat gene? I haven't heard Dr. Berry comment on that. I heard Dr. Westman do a video, and you're probably bringing this up because I did a video earlier today on Oprah talking about that. I don't know. Have you guys heard Dr. Berry talk about Oprah and her fat gene comments?
Not yet.
For those that haven't seen it yet, Oprah is no longer a part of Weight Watchers after a decade representing Weight Watchers to the tune of $220 million plus. She watched her weight for 10 years and said, nope, that doesn't work. And now she has her own show where she's promoting or influencing injections like Ozempic. She hasn't specifically named the one she's using, but she lost.
Yeah, great cause.
Right. Yep. And so I did a video on that this morning. And well, she was on Jimmy Kimmel, Oprah was, and she said some people have this fat gene. And basically, it really fired me up. It really made me mad. She basically said, some people just have this fat gene, and if you have it, you're just going to be fat, and there's nothing you can do about it. So in other words, she's basically telling people, you're screwed. Just go eat some pizza, go to McDonald's, go to Dunkin' Donuts, and then go get a shot and just eat whatever crappy food you want because there's no hope for you. And I'm like, no, I believe the problem is you're addicted to carbs and processed food and sugar. I like to speak for myself. So I'm like, I was addicted to carbs, processed foods, and I was addicted to sugar. And that's why I yo-yoed. Oprah kept talking about she has this fat gene, and that's why she yo-yoed so much. I was like, I think you yo-yoed because you kept losing the weight, and then you tried to go back to an addiction in moderation. Had you quit cocaine or alcohol, you wouldn't moderate and do cocaine in moderation anymore. You would abstain from it forever. You decided not to, and now you're taking some medication that allows you to continue your addiction. You're just doing it a little bit less. I think it's insane.
What if you had a cocaine gene, though?
Right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, some people have a propensity to eat a lot of food. I'm like, some people have a propensity for alcohol. Right. That doesn't mean so should that person continue to be an alcoholic forever? Because they're like, oh, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. But they could take some medication that'll lessen the effects of it. Right? Well, they're going to take some Ozempic that'll lessen the effects of the alcohol so they don't get quite as drunk, but then they can continue getting drunk. No, you just quit the alcohol. You abstain from alcohol.
If there's a fat gene, then there's a ribeye gene, because I swear you just got to eat the ribeye and you're going to activate that gene to just sprout. And I wouldn't be surprised if she teams up with Bill Gates next for the peanut M&M booster shot.
Right? Yeah. Ozempic and peanut M&Ms. That's all you need.
Hey, you got
wash it all down with an Impossible Burger.
Yeah. Get this peanut M&M booster shot here.
The thing that's crazy with it is, it would be one thing, like Oprah did Weight Watchers for 10 years. It'd be one thing if she was using Ozempic or whatever one of these injections she's using for 10 years, and then she's talking about it. She's been using it for a very short period of time. She has such influence that literally and unfortunately, millions of people are going to be like, oh, that worked for Oprah. I'm going to do that. Because people are hopeless and they don't know any better, and they're addicted to sugar, and they haven't heard about the proper human diet or the foods they're eating. It's just so sad because there are a lot of side effects and lawsuits occurring because of these drugs that were meant for type 2 diabetes, but now people are just using it to lose some extra pounds. A lot of celebrities are, where they get stomach paralysis. It can lead to suicidal depression because there's a lot of tie-ins between the gut and the brain. But all of the companies are just like, it's just fine. Don't worry about it. Like, does that sound familiar? We've heard that in the past years. It's just fine. Just take it. It's okay that we haven't tested it at all. Just trust us. Yeah. And meanwhile, these drugs stand to literally be the most profitable drugs of all time. Because when you take these drugs, you don't just, oh, I want this for a month. No, you take it for a lifetime. When you take these drugs, you're prescribed to take them for a lifetime. And unfortunately, a lot of people end up taking them for a year, and then they drop off of them. They gain all the weight back, but they still have the stomach paralysis, and they still have depression, anxiety, and these other crazy side effects and downstream effects they never would have thought of.
Yeah, this is a great example of why people need to understand that it's not against the law to lie, and you need to understand that. Right. It's against the law to commit perjury, but lying, yeah, it's no big deal. And she's either blatantly lying about the fat gene thing, or there's just money behind it or something.
Right. I think there's money behind it, unfortunately. There was a clip of her on Ellen when she joined Weight Watchers, and Ellen was telling her, you made $47 million in one day when she started promoting Weight Watchers. But that thing irritates me too, because so she promoted Weight Watchers for 10 years, but she admits after the fact it never worked for her. She just yo-yoed for 10 years and it never worked.
The checks work though. The
checks work. Yeah. How many millions of people? Millions and millions of people went on Weight Watchers and did that exact same thing because they're trying to moderate an addiction to sugar and processed foods. They're trying to moderate an escape from eating what humans are naturally intended to eat. So she said so many people going down the wrong direction to spend so much money on it. Now, a lot of those people are still, well, maybe I'll try this Ozempic thing now. It's just insanity.
You got to think for yourself out here, and
right.
I like the evidence. You can say you're on this diet or whatever diet, but just tell people about what's actually going on instead of, don't sell all that other stuff.
Yep. Well, that's the thing with Oprah too. She's in her 70s. She got $220 million from Weight Watchers. how much more money do you need? I mean, you're in your 70s. What else do you need? It's clearly like there's so much money to be made on these things. I don't know. I don't get it.
She knows how to spend it, man. She needs a lot of it.
I guess, man. At what cost is that coming? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather leave this world knowing maybe I did some good things and didn't just go after every last penny. And anyway, back to a lighter note. Rebecca, today is my 6-year keto anniversary. I'm about 90% carnivore. Good job. Rebecca's awesome.
Let's go, Rebecca. Let's go.
Crypto Ranger puts Skittles on his pizza. There you go.
There you go.
That's the way to do it.
Bonus.
I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's just me or I'm crazy or just because I had carnivore turned around so much for me. I was in such a horrible place before, but I literally have nightmares about like accidentally eating a Skittle or a Nerd or something like that. I think I would have a seizure. I'd probably be fine. Wouldn't I? I don't know. I'm ready to do this video on Cheerios because I absolutely despise Cheerios. I have a vendetta against Cheerios.
They're choking hazards.
Yeah.
I think you would be fine. You would probably, for the next couple of days, mentally be back in that space. Like maybe I can just have another one, but yeah, you'd be fine.
Hey, we got Carnivore Kip in the chat. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, Kip?
Here we go. Let's see what else we got. We got Gone Mad in the chat. Another friend of the channel. Wow. So many people on here. Thank you so much. Doggo Unleashed. Congrats on the channel growth, Kerry. You're smashing it. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're almost at 200,000 subscribers. I think we'll be in like a week. But I got to shout out my buddy JT and Adam, too. They got excellent YouTube channels, Carnivore Today, and my buddy JT, Poco Moonshine Family. You are just, seconds away from hitting 40,000?
Yeah, I'm 10 subs away, so.
Oh, come on, guys. There's 200 of you in here. What's wrong with you? Go subscribe. Poco Moonshine Family. Get him to 40,000. That'd be awesome.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Adam, you're killing it too. I just saw you post like a week ago. You hit what was it? You hit some view number, some huge view number.
100,000 views.
There you go. So check out Adam's channel too, Carnivore Today. Check it out today.
Yes, this Carnivore Day.
When is it time to do carnivore? Today.
Right? That's the truth. Do you guys get that on your channels? I get that sometimes where people are like, you got me. I'm doing this carnivore thing. I'm going to start on April 7th.
I get that all the time.
Oh, it scares the hell out of me because I know what they're doing too. You know what they're doing.
Bacon and eat now. And
they're like, I got some junk food in the house, so I'm just going to eat some horrible food for 2 more weeks. Don't do that. You're going to end up binging and they're going to make it that much harder.
I don't want to see it go to waste. So
don't want to waste my money like it was some sort of a good investment to begin with,
Right? This is what I tell people. I got a new friend on Facebook, this gentleman, I think he's from Georgia. He sent me a message on Facebook and he's partially blind. He's got all these issues. He was doing so good on carnivore, but then he started drinking juice. He's like, I'm just eating meat, but I didn't give up the juice yet. I'm like, that's not going to work. Like, you're either in ketosis or you're not. I mean, it's way better than what you're doing before. I guess if you're not eating Pop-Tarts and donuts and everything, you're just eating meat and juice. That's better than before. But I don't know. There's always that educational component with people where I'm like, you got to understand this isn't Weight Watchers where you did really good and you can have some juice. That'll kick you out of ketosis. It could take you a week to get back into ketosis. It's like you're either in or you're out. But I was saying to him, he's like, I just got a little bit of junk food left. I don't want to waste it. And I was like, well, actually, I was always taught not to waste food either. That stuff, that's not food. So you're not wasting it. Chuck it. Throw it in the trash. It's going to end up in the toilet anyways because it's all waste. It's just going to go right through your system. Your body's going to take all the bad stuff out of it, and it's going to cause issues and inflammation for you. Then it's going to go right down the toilet anyway. It's not food. It's waste.
Love it.
If it's meat, you don't throw out meat. You don't throw out eggs. You don't throw out beef, butter, bacon, eggs because that's food. But
I throw it right down the hatch.
Right? Yeah. Oh, wow. We got 20 Homestead How memberships gifted by Gone Mad. Wow. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Awesome. That is incredible. So, Again, Adam's my technology guy. I keep telling him, I'm like turning into my dad. How does this work? Where does this go? So now people they got to go on my channel, hit join, right? And they're good from him. Is that how it works?
No,
No,
it automatically.
it'll automatically gift those 20 memberships to people at random.
Oh, so 20 people right now that are members that aren't subscribed, they're going to just get an email from YouTube and they're like, you're in.
Go to your YouTube right now and then look in the chat and it'll show you everybody that just got gifted.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and anybody with a green, their names are green. Those are all the subscribers.
Nice.
The members, sorry.
That is so generous of you, Gone Mad. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We've been doing a lot more for members too. I really appreciate all the members. We did a couple members only videos with Dr. Barry. I've been doing some members only posts. We do the members only live stream. And if you're a member, you can always just email me. You put member in the subject and I will answer it. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Oh, Jen's on the chat. Wow, everyone's on the chat. By the way, guys, you look so great, so happy, so healthy and happy. Awesome.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Jen is on day 4 of Carnivore.
Let's go.
Strict Carnivore.
That's
and
awesome.
JT, your wife is a big inspiration for Jen as well because she's absolutely killing it. Anna, shout out Anna.
Yeah, Anna, she's
how's she doing?
Man.
How's she doing, JT? Give us an update.
Oh, she's at least, last time I checked, it was at 113 pounds down, probably more now.
Wow. Dude, that's amazing.
She's constantly going back in her drawers and throwing out clothes that don't fit anymore, and just keeps them, buys some new stuff from Goodwill, then that stuff is thrown out the next week because she doesn't even fit that anymore. So
I every time I talk to JT too, I mention this. Anna's got the carnivore glow. You see her on YouTube and she's just lit up. Like there's something with that carnivore zen, the carnivore glow, when you can just see it, just the happiness, the smile. It's awesome.
You feel good, you heal, and you start to get some results on your body. You know that everybody would like to be a couple pounds less. You know, at least most of us. You know, so when you start to see those pounds go off, man, it feels good. But you can really appreciate it when you feel good because you've healed, you know. So weight loss is cool, but the healing is the best part.
I know we mentioned this a little bit before, but I got to say it one more time. We do the bowling ball analogy. So what is that? 11 10-pound bowling balls roughly? Yep. That's just incredible. Like we
carry that around.
We start normalizing this.
JT, Adam, for you.
Right?
Get some bowling balls and see if she can pick them up.
Right? I was thinking about that for Bill. I can't even imagine 500 pounds. When I went to interview him, I'm like, you are literally carrying 500 pounds more than you should be right at this point. Like that's like superhero stuff. Like, how do you even do that? Like, dude, when you drop all this weight, you're going to be so strong. But it's so crazy because we hear 113 pounds for Anna, and it's incredible. But it's almost not incredible because we're hearing so many stories like this. Like, that is freaking incredible, JT. Shout out Anna. That is freaking incredible. 113 pounds. That's like back in the day when you'd watch one of those shows and they'd spend like a year trying to get someone to lose weight where they're doing like counting calories and exercise and stuff like that. But I don't know. We hear so many of these amazing testimonials. Sometimes we just in one ear out the other. But
well, that's the power of the proper human diet, man. Like, it doesn't surprise me anymore when I hear about, you know, all these people losing weight and healing and stuff. Like, I'm just like, man, when you hear enough, you know, testimonials and you see enough people, you're subbing to their channels and you're seeing them grow every week and shrinking and getting bigger, you know, like in the best ways. You're being optimal, whatever the optimal weight is. It doesn't surprise you after a while. So, like, not that I'm callous to it, but I'm just like, man, I have no doubt in my mind that the carnivore diet works, you know, and it works for just about anybody with almost anything, you know.
Right.
There's a few exceptions, but carnivore is the way to go, really.
I said this to Bill and to Anna and to everyone, JT, Adam, like everyone that does this, you got to just stop once in a while, just look in the mirror and be really proud of yourself because it's kind of amazing, especially just the fact that we're totally going against the grain of everything where, oh, you got to eat your vegetables. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Like, we're doing everything the opposite. So it's important to take a second and really appreciate that because that's amazing.
There's one person that it doesn't work for, and that's Oprah because she has the fat genes. So
right?
Carnivore doesn't work for that.
Nothing she can
do about it. I had a lot of fat genes, and they're all gone now.
Right.
How's your mom doing, JT?
She's doing good too. So, you know, no complaints from either of the girls. I don't have a weight update, but I'm sure she's still losing weight too. I'll have it by Raise the Stakes on Friday.
Oh, nice.
That whole event, I'm like, man, that was just worth it for JT's mom. And there's one other individual that came in there. I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a local friend of the theater. Didn't know anything about keto, carnivore, depression, anxiety issues. She came up, talked to me during the event and then afterwards, and she's doing great right now. It's like, man, just for that alone, it was worth it. That's why I kind of like that event, and that it's not just talking to carnivores. It's like anyone's welcome.
Anybody who's interested, and you never know what that feather is going to be that tips the scale, you know?
Right. We got a question from Chase. What's the best plan of action the day after a cheat day to get back into the groove fast? Just eat normally. How would you on carnivore add in a little extra fruit? Question mark.
Ribeye immediately.
Yeah. I agree. Big fatty ribeye. I would not have any fruit. No. If I had more fruit the next day, fruit's going to convert in my body just like I would eat a Skittle. It's going to turn into glucose in my body, fructose, glucose, sugar. It's like the same thing. I'm going to be craving more food. Fatty ribeye, lots of fat.
Just replace fruit with salt. Add a little extra salt, and you're going to be good.
Good point.
And don't beat yourself up. There you go. It's a learning experience. I love this. Someone said this before, and I stole it. It's not a failure. It's a lesson, and a lesson is a blessing. You just learn from it and make sure you don't ever do that again.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Don't get into the thing where, I could just keep doing this, because then you'll just keep doing it over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, too, it may take more than a day to get back into it. Not to discourage you, but
the longer it takes to get into ketosis. Kids they can snap back in it pretty quick, but adults just stay faithful, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky Y, I so wish there was a meetup and greet in my area. One day I will get to meet you all. I'm 60, but the new me is 25. Laugh out loud.
That's
awesome. Well, let us know where you are, Vicky, because Adam and I got a lot of traveling to do. So we're hoping.
Yeah, Vicky, you need to schedule one.
Right?
Then we'll come.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like we're going to be down in Austin. We're going to be down on the southeastern area of the United States, which is a big area. At some point, we're going to be over on the Pacific Coast, Seattle, Washington. There's a ton of people over there. So we're going to be out in
New England also.
Yeah. And hopefully England at some point, the UK.
And Australia.
Oh, man.
And South Africa.
Right? Graham, Carnivore Transformer. Let's go.
Right.
People, Jen's on with her proper YouTube channel now. I create crafts. What bumper stickers, window decals do you all want me to make? All funds will go to the documentary, but I'll create them myself. Healing Humanity, Jen. Adam's shirt. I don't have it on right now. Healing Humanity. We should work on that tomorrow, Jen. Let me know, because I want to put some on my car. Window decal. Maybe, obviously, Adam has a horizontal design for the shirt. That'd probably be really good for a bumper sticker.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me that, right? I'm pretty sure I have that one. Yeah, I'll send that to you, Jen. Let's see what else we got here. I'm always so far behind on these comments.
I see you down there, DC. Good morning. Well, it's actually good evening for me, but good morning for you. Down under.
And let's go.
Oh, UK Carnivore guy said Dr. Beard did make a video on it. I'll have to check that out.
Cool.
I haven't seen it yet. I think Dr. Beard did a video today about the fasting study that was kind of BS that came out, where they were talking about intermittent fasting being bad for you. I saw that video. I didn't see one on Oprah, but I'll have to check it out.
He did a video on sheep, the benefits for raising sheep.
I caught that too. His homesteading video. Yep.
Yep. Are you trading in your goats for sheep?
Yeah, he had me thinking about it. You know, that's my only regret from the Dr. Berry meeting. I wish I would have talked to him more about the homesteading stuff, considering we were both kind of homesteading.
Well, at least JT won't miss the Cocoa Pebbles if you trade in for sheep, because I think it's the same thing that comes out that end.
Right.
Hey, I wanted to take him to the movie theater for the 24-hour stream, but he said no goat pebbles.
Right. This might be the greatest question of all time, seriously, because I'm stumped. Kerry, what do you hate worst, Ozempic or Cheerios? So I don't know the answer to that one. I hate them equally, despise both of them. The reason I hate Cheerios so much is because my one regret in life is I gave those to my kids as babies. Most people do. But it's, you look at the ingredients. Dr. Barry, speaking of, he did a video on Cheerios too, and he's like, look at the ingredients. You have oats. Oats are a starch. What is starch? Starch is a carbohydrate. It's sugar. The second ingredient in Cheerios is cornstarch. Starch again turns into sugar, and the third ingredient is sugar. So we're giving these kids sugar from such a young age, getting them hooked on it. So for that reason, it's very hard for me to say. Ozempic's more for adults, although they're giving that to younger and younger people. I hate them both. I'm doing a video. I'm going to have to run it by Adam, and we're going to have to get a legal team to see if I'm going to get in trouble with the Cheerios Corporation, because I'm fired up on this whole Cheerios thing. Like when I'll stop on this right now, but when you look at Cheerios, not only, Dr. Barry said this too, every time you eat a bowl of Cheerios, you're eating glyphosate. Now they have, 3 months ago, they came out with this thing that Cheerios has this pesticide in it. It's called chlormequat that causes fertility issues. But everyone is just like, it's the dosage that matters. We're okay taking a little bit of glyphosate. We're okay eating a little bit of pesticides that cause fertility issues. Oh, there's also forever chemicals in the packaging. We're okay with some forever chemicals. I'm not. I'm not okay. I don't want to get any. I don't care if it's just a little bit. And then there's all these individuals saying, oh, this pesticide's okay. This glyphosate's okay. What about all of them in there at once? And then the thing that pisses me off so much with the Cheerios is, look at it. It is literally dog food for humans. It is highly processed. Yeah. They're like, oh, it's got oats in it. They're not even oats. They're pulverized. They're denatured. They heat them up so that any sort of value that, like if you ate them as God intended, the oats, okay, then there's some good stuff in there. But they've completely perverted the oats. There's nothing left good in it anymore. And then they fortify it and put vitamins in after the fact. It's like false advertising to the nth degree. You look at the front of the box, it says 11 different vitamins in it. Those are all fortified vitamins. They're not even bioavailable like they would be if you got them naturally out of the oats. Then they say, oh, it's so good for your heart as part of a heart healthy diet, which is more, it's just complete BS. They ran a study where they had people eat a low calorie. They intook way less food. They were almost fasting while also eating Cheerios. And then they attributed it all to the Cheerios, not the diet and all this other stuff they were eating. And then on top of it, it's sugar, sugar, sugar. So you're just getting inflamed and you're getting hooked on sugar from a young age. The thing that makes me so mad is that I was just so fooled by it. I used to be like, oh, Cheerios, heart healthy. Oh, there's vitamins in it. Oh, that's good for you. And then you pour the milk on it, and the milk is pasteurized. So they've denatured, they've removed anything that was good in the milk, and then they fortify it with vitamins. Processed milk with processed dog food for humans after the fact. And they tricked me into believing, yeah, this is good for you. Breakfast is such an important meal of the day. I'm going to have some Cheerios.
Yeah, that's funny. So I got 3 things to comment on that. So what happens if you have a glyphosate gene that allows you to not really absorb glyphosate? 2, what about Ozempic injected Cheerios? Is that a thing? Or
it's coming up soon? Right. They've had every other flavor. Why not?
Right.
Heart healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an O too. It's perfect. oh. Cheerios
right?
Ozempic. Oh my
God. And then
Cheerios
taste so bad. It's made of all this stuff that basically is sugar. It tastes so bad. You have to put piles of sugar on it to make it taste good.
Right?
Crazy thing.
Oh man, I could go on. We could do a whole 3 hours on Cheerios. You know the other thing, Adam? You're absolutely right. Everyone that eats Cheerios, myself included, before Carnivore, of course, when I had Cheerios, I was always putting sugar on it. The other thing that's complete BS with Cheerios is everything's based off the serving size. The serving size on Cheerios is 1.5 cups. Nobody in the entire planet eats 1.5 cups of Cheerios. They have a huge bowl. It's like 4x whatever the recommended serving size is. And then some people, myself included back in the day, you'd go back and you get a second bowl, or I'll have another half a bowl because I'm trying to do good today. You're literally eating 7 servings of Cheerios. And yeah, there's not enough sugar in it, so you got to put more sugar on it, or cut up a banana and put it on it, which is just going to break down as more sugar in your body anyway.
Yeah, here's a crazy thing too. I've seen videos where they take boxes of cereal and then like crush them down, and it's like the size of a baseball. That's all that's in that box.
Right? I just saw a video yesterday. I actually bought some Cheerios yesterday because I'm going to do a video on it. And we bought the family size. Oh, I'm going to eat them too. No, and we bought the family size, and some guy did a video and he compared it to the regular size. You get like 1 bowl extra. It's such a freaking ripoff. You'd be better off buying 2 of the smaller boxes versus 1 family size. It's like you couldn't have more false advertising wrapped around a box than that. And they've convinced everyone that this is something that's good for you and healthy. I'm not even joking. I literally believe this, and I might do this in a video. I was talking to Katie about this. I'm like, we're going to go out in the garage and we're going to get some sawdust, and I'm going to eat the sawdust because I legitimately believe that sawdust is better for you than Cheerios. I really believe that. At least in the sawdust, there's no sugar, which is going to cause chronic inflammation. There's no glyphosate. There's no forever chemicals in it.
Just
there's
fiber.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably tastes better too.
Probably.
Who likes Cheerios? It's like you said, you got to pour so much sugar over the top of them to make them even palatable because it's like eating cardboard.
Yeah,
I've heard someone else say that
something out of wood and you smell that, sawdust. It actually kind of smells good, so it probably tastes good too.
Well, then I was talking to Katie about this. And I'm like, why don't we take some sawdust and put it in a bowl and actually say we're going to recreate Cheerios? All right, go get some Roundup from the garage and we'll spray that in there, and then we'll take a torch and we'll torch it so we get rid of any nutrients that were in there. Then we'll sprinkle some glyphosate on it. And then we'll be like, here, give this to your baby. You'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? But that's exactly what's happening. It's exactly what's happening.
Can anybody gift Kerry some Ozempic shots?
Right.
Up 10 to 50 of them.
Right?
Meet him in the alley out back.
Yeah. I love Adam's idea, though, about Ozempic flavored Cheerios. It fits so perfectly with the O. Literally going down the Cheerios rabbit hole, too. I never realized how many different types of Cheerios there were.
Oh, man. And some they're like, oh, we add in real fruit. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Jen is about 50 feet away from me and 3 doors away, and she's telling me I need to lower my voice and chill out about Cheerios. Sorry, I get fired up about Cheerios.
She's got that carnivore hearing now.
Right? Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll stop talking about Cheerios now, okay? I'm sorry. It is the worst form of false advertising ever, though.
Kerry, next thing we need on your merch is the Healing Humanity aprons.
Yeah.
Get no steak splash on my Healing Humanity merch,
Right? I'm going to be making some updates to all the shirts and stuff we have because we got quite a few shirts and people are still buying a lot of them. Again, we really appreciate it. Every penny from those goes towards this documentary. We have the Compassionate Carnivore shirts. We have this one I just found in my closet. I haven't worn this one in a long time. I eat only meat. Ask me why. This one is so much fun if you're not shy and you like to have conversations with people, the general public, about carnivore. Or I like wearing this one to like family events, family reunions and stuff like that. But yeah, we should add some aprons. I got to get the hats going too. I've been having a lot of requests for the hats.
Yep, I got
also,
one right here.
I want to give a shout out to all the donors too. So we've been having a pretty steady influx of donors with GoFundMe, and we're just so appreciative of that. And you have no idea how much that helps the effort for sure.
100%. We purchased a bunch of lighting equipment when we filmed Dr. Barry. We're planning this trip down south. I mentioned earlier to the southeastern part of the United States for filming. We wouldn't be doing that without the GoFundMe donations. Honestly, we wouldn't. We're still going to do the documentary. I keep saying this. It's just a matter of time. It's like it could take 10 years to do this documentary. It's going to get done no matter what. But the more donations we have, the more travel we can do, the more people we can film faster. So, and you get the biggest bang for your buck. If you're like, oh, maybe I'll leave a super chat or maybe I'll buy a shirt because you want to donate. If you do the GoFundMe, that's how we clear the most money towards the documentary, because unfortunately, YouTube takes a big cut of those super chats, and when we sell the shirts, the shirt company gets some of that.
Not only that, it's like a 2-month layover with the money. So
right. Speaking of the Oprah conversation earlier, I'm a victim, so I can't change anything to get slim, so I have to take drugs for it. Yep.
Right. Drugs.
That's the thing too, is they're taking this Ozempic drug so they can continue to eat food that they weren't intended to eat. That drives me nuts. You're not getting the nourishment, the vitamins, the minerals. There's nothing more nutritionally dense than a fatty steak. And Oprah even said this during one of her interviews. Oh, I wake up at 10 o'clock. I went downstairs to eat some apple pie. Maybe you shouldn't be eating apple pie. Now Oprah can continue to eat the apple pie and the bagels and the junk food and not give her body the nutrients she needs. She's just going to eat less of it because her stomach's going to feel paralyzed. Instead of eating the whole pie, maybe she'll eat half of the pie. She'll lose some weight, but she's not going to get the proper nutrients. So it's going to allow her to continue that addiction, eating the wrong stuff.
Well, when you have a trainer and a chef, you could just blame it on the chef and blame it on the trainer.
That's what's so frustrating. Could you imagine, JT, Adam, if we had our own chef, it'd be like ribeye or make me some carnivore pizza or anything like that. You didn't have to do it. Like, you have every resource at your fingertips and you're injecting yourself with this medication and you have no idea the long-term consequences of it. It's just crazy.
I wonder if she even really is. I mean, there's nothing that says that she has to be actually doing that,
Right?
except cashing those checks,
Right? Yeah, who knows?
You know she's doing that.
Cashing the
For
checks
sure.
for sure. Yeah. Hey, it's our friend Bob Eater. Are you planning to come to North Georgia area?
Georgia?
Georgia? It's not soon, I don't think. We're in that vicinity, but not soon.
Are you offering something, Bob?
Yeah. We got Bob.
Tomahawks or anything or no?
Right. Scooby the Dog, are you selling shirts and hoodies? Yes, we are. There's a link in the description for merchandise, or if you go to healinghumanity.movie, there's a merch link there that leads to it. We definitely do have shirts.
Ellen. Shout out to Ellen.
Hey, that's our friend Ellen.
That's Ellen.
Is Ellen coming to the meetup?
I'm pretty sure she is. It's in her hometown, so
nice.
If any of them, she's gonna come and get her picture with you. I'm sure this is the one.
Awesome. So here's the meetup one more time if anyone's interested. It's filling up. Get your spot. I guess we'll have a limit at some point if we get too many people, but hopefully a bunch of people will come. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have my camera out for YouTube. JT's going to be having his camera out, get pictures taken. We're going to listen to carnivore stories, and it's going to be a blast. Cook
Lots
some
of stuff
steaks.
for kids to do, so
it's yeah,
fun.
Yep.
Let's see. I got to get caught up on these comments here.
There you go. Ellen just joined the membership. There you go, Ellen.
Yep. Awesome.
Yes, you'd have to read the ingredients. Cellulose is wood pulp. Apparently, it's legal here in Australia as long as they only use 4%. Cereals also use it. Oh, I didn't even know that. So there's already some
shredded cheese.
Yep.
When if you buy like shredded Mexican cheese or any type of shredded cheese at the store, there's a little bit of that wood pulp in there.
Yep. Keep it from sticking together.
Yep, gotta have it.
Sandra, shout out. Gone Mad. Oh, she's talking about buy the shirt in a smaller size and hang where you can see it every day for an incentive. That's a good idea or inspiration. I know, I think JT, you and I have talked about this before. I made that mistake halfway through my carnivore journey, buying a whole bunch of new clothes. You get so excited. Yeah, I could fit in a large instead of an extra large. And now I have a bunch of large clothes that I don't fit in anymore because when you finally get down to the goal weight, you got to do it again.
Yeah, go to Goodwill. Just buy a couple pieces at a time, and then you'll be out of that stuff soon anyways. And then when you feel like you've gotten to your weight for a while, then you can go crazy and get yourself some clothes wherever.
Right. Yeah. So there you go, Gone Mad. Get it for some inspiration. You'll fit in it eventually.
That's good tip.
What do you guys got? Any big plans coming up? Any big meals coming up, or just keeping it the same? Are you sous-vide anything on?
Meal at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a chuck roast going right now.
Yeah. Sous-vide or
sous vide? Yep.
I gotta get. I after this, I'm going on Amazon. Do you recommend a sous vide machine that I should get?
Well, I'm actually, shameless plug, an affiliate for Anova Culinary.
Is it a good one?
Oh yeah, it's one of the best.
So if I go over to Carnivore Today and click in your description, I'll be able to find a link I can click on.
You got it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm mark my words. I'm doing it right after this call. I'm buying one because
I don't really promote any of that stuff. I just put links down there for stuff that I really think are good products. But yeah, I never promote any of that stuff.
I recently tested out the. I think I was talking to you about this, Adam. The what is it called? The Tasty Air Fryer.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a video coming up soon on it. I really liked it for the price point and the fact that it's got Bluetooth thermometers. But now I'm having second thoughts about it because now I'm more worried about. We can't have anything nice as carnivores. These forever chemicals that are in a lot of different cooking devices, probably in your microwave, probably in your air fryer, probably in the. I'm pretty sure they're in the air fryer that I've used this entire time as a carnivore. Now that I'm learning more about it, trying to steer clear of it. So now I'm having second thoughts about posting this video. It's a tricky thing though, because some people can't you got to let people make their own decisions. Like I probably would have decided I can't afford a $400 BPA, forever chemical free stainless steel air fryer. So maybe I'm just going to use a $100 one in the meantime to get me over. So I don't know. The Tasty air fryer that I tested out that I'm mentioning, it's not forever chemical free. So I feel weird promoting it. However, at its price point, I think it's a really good value. So it's a tricky thing for me. I think it's a really good value because it has the Bluetooth thermometer, and so many people screw up their steaks, especially newbies, because they cook to time instead of temperature. Or they have an instant read thermometer and they check it too late and it's already overcooked. You get the Bluetooth thermometer in this tasty air fryer. You literally press a button on the top. New York strip steak, medium. That's it. It literally dings your phone.
First of all, stop saying the name.
Yeah. Am I saying it wrong?
Don't promote them yet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't have any of the links out there or anything yet, but
I did. Or they want me to do a comparison video with the Dreo, and the Dreo is definitely better.
Right.
In terms of build quality and everything, but it's double the price too. So
that's my thing. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I like to purchase stuff that's going to last a lifetime. However, like when I first got out of high school and I was buying stuff, I'm like, no, I can just afford $100 right now. I can't afford $300. If this thing's going to get me through a couple of years, then I'm going to go with it. So yeah, I'm kind of torn on that. Maybe I'll just do the video and I'll just mention that. I would love this 100% more if it was forever chemical free, and there are other things out there that are built better, but some of them are 3 or 4 times more expensive. So anyhow, it's fun messing around with the technology. That's my biggest advice to anyone though that's listening here that's maybe a new carnivore and you're having trouble cooking steak. Even if you don't get one of these big air fryers or something like that, you can get an instant read thermometer for $15 on Amazon. But even better than that, they're selling a lot of Bluetooth ones now and the prices are coming down. I don't know if you guys have one of those or not, but I love that Bluetooth thermometer. It literally just dings your phone. You put on your phone what you want to cook to, your phone goes ding, you go take it off. It's perfect every time. Yeah, like it could be for the cost of a pack of steaks that you end up ruining on the grill. That could be the cost of a Bluetooth thermometer, depending on what type of steaks you're getting, or if you're going to Costco like I am. But
yeah, you don't want to ruin a perfectly good steak.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I got the red one of that.
This is the Thermopin one. Link is in my description for these two. These are the top of the line, the best instant read thermometers that you can get. All the top professional chefs and everything use these, and you don't just use it for meat. You can use it for liquids or whatever you want to use it for. So
donuts.
Donuts. Some hot donuts.
The air fryer, though, I will say, has been a lifesaver for me this winter because I was grilling so much out this summer. But man, I use the air fryer literally probably twice a day because I normally make bacon in it too. It makes bacon perfectly. And you don't get the big splatter mess, and it's easier to clean up, sort of thing. So
can you avoid the forever chemicals by just putting aluminum foil in it, or is that just as bad? Or I don't know.
It might help a little bit. I think the thing is, like, some of them say the fumes will come off the side of it. Maybe that's to a lesser extent. You get the fumes on the meat, and that gives you a little bit. I don't know. I've seen some where they say that the side may have forever chemicals in them, but they'll put them on a stainless steel tray. So I guess, I don't know. The thing that worries me with it is, like they always say, it's the dosage that matters. Maybe you're just getting a minuscule amount and it's not even worth worrying about. But there have been some studies recently where they say that of all the places you could get forever chemicals from, the air fryers have tested the worst because of the heat component, because you're heating it up. It's usually with the heat. Dr. Barry did a video on forever chemicals too, and he was saying the same thing. If you have hot food in a container, like a plastic container, that's really bad for forever chemicals, is when you add the heat to it. So that's the tricky part with it. So I think there's quite a few so I bought full disclosure, I bought a new air fryer yesterday on Amazon. I did a bunch of research trying to find one that was as clean as possible, but I think it was like $330 or something like that, where I think the other one I have was maybe half that price. But it looks more like a toaster oven, but it's all stainless steel. So and apparently it's pretty clean. So I'm going to do some more research and I'll share that one with people. But
I just checked, Kerry. I hit 40,000. So thanks for the shout out.
Hey, there we go. That's a big milestone.
Oh, awesome. Next top 50.
Here we go. We got some comments. You can use parchment paper on an air fryer. That's a good idea. Does parchment paper have forever? I gotta just stop. I'm gonna keep going on forever. I think parchment paper might have forever chemicals.
Bubble boy,
right? Well, it's like
go outside now.
I know it was gonna happen. Isn't it crazy? I'm like, I never used to care, and now I'm like, we can't have anything nice. Even the water now, I'm looking at getting a reverse osmosis system. I have a 150-foot well here, but those forever chemicals are so nasty. And maybe the parchment paper is fine. We're getting a couple comments here. I just remember Dr. Barry saying, anything where your food won't stick to it, it probably has forever chemicals in it. He's like, imagine taking a hot hamburger and sticking it in a newspaper. It's going to make a mess. It doesn't make a mess in most other things because they probably have forever chemicals in them, but there we go. Nurse Kim said, get unbleached parchment paper.
There you go.
Cast iron. Yep, I use cast iron all the time now, too.
There you go.
The other thing I got, shout out Dr. Barry again and Nisha. I think she uses this cookware, the ceramic frying pans. We did some family grocery shopping yesterday, and they had this big ceramic frying pan, and I needed a bigger pan because we're all doing carnivore now. My cast iron skillet's pretty good, but I'm always cooking two things at once. But it's a ceramic one, and it's got like nothing. It's like BPA, forever chemical free. And I cooked on it yesterday. I seared up some beef stew that I then put in a slow cooker, and it had a real nice sear to it. So I think I'm liking it so far.
Nice. Well, the cast iron gives you hope that you can go outside now. So
right. Carnivore Scott, have any of you looked into harvesting your own sea salt? I have not, but if anyone in this group did, I would say it would be Adam.
Yeah. Well, I let Maldon do it for me.
Right. See, now there's the issue with, I'm not going to get into the salt now too.
The microplastics and
yeah,
I know where you're going with it.
Isn't that crazy? Like, this is the reason, like, I'm going nuts on this stuff, Adam. I know I got to chill, but I'm thankful for it. The girls, Katie said to me yesterday, I think Katie's in the chat. She said, I have learned, and this isn't me teaching her either. I'm not patting myself on the back, but Katie said, I have learned more in the last 2 weeks than I've learned like the last 2 years in high school. She keeps going down these carnivore-esque rabbit holes. She did this whole presentation the other day on microplastics. I don't know why or how she got into this, but I'm thankful she's doing it. She did this big like PowerPoint presentation for herself, and then she's going to put it on a YouTube video. But one of the things with the microplastics was the fact that us humans eat a credit card worth of plastic every week. Every week we're eating a credit card worth of plastic. I'm like, what? And now there's studies coming out that it's getting into our arteries. And when they're doing autopsies on people that have heart disease or heart attacks, they actually have microplastics in their arteries, clogging their arteries. I thought it was the meat the whole time that's doing it, but no, it turns out it's the plastic. Craziness.
There's no end, Kerry. There's no end.
There's no end.
I mean, right now you're breathing in pollen and dust from plants, and whatever carcinogens are in the air, from stuff burning God knows where.
Should we leave that for Healing Humanity too?
Yeah. 3, 4, and 5. You need a separate episode on each one of them.
The good thing is our bodies are made so incredibly well that they're able to process a lot of these things and expel it out of our bodies. So
yeah,
the important part is making sure that you're as metabolically healthy as you can by eating a proper human diet.
Right. And it all ties into the Healing Humanity because, initially Healing Humanity was, let's just do a documentary about carnivore diet. And as I've mentioned before, it's kind of evolved quite a bit to, it's more than the carnivore diet. It's returning to what is natural for humans. And eating a credit card's worth of plastic in a week or ingesting cancer-causing glyphosate and pesticides is pretty far from natural. So it all ties in. But yeah, Adam's right. No matter what you do, glyphosate overspray. I could go outside and get a big drink of glyphosate. It comes down in the rain now. It's in most water systems. It's basically everywhere. Luckily, like Adam said, our bodies are pretty good at getting rid of most of it. Although those forever chemicals are trickier. It take a long time.
Telling you, Healing Humanity too.
We can only do the best that we can do. I think all of us here are doing the best we can do given the circumstances. There we go. Control what you can control. There you go.
Let's go, Andy.
Exactly, Adam. I also think our microbiome will evolve. We'll get bacteria that eat the plastic. Eventually, they evolve fast.
Yeah. There's actually a fungus that does that, I think.
Right. And we got Lynn Tucker Carnivore, another friend of the channel. Shout out, Lynn.
Lynn.
Awesome. Hey, I can't believe it's already been an hour already. Sorry that I went on ranting and raving about Cheerios for 55 minutes.
Dude, Barry Allen is in the chat.
Oh, hey.
Flash is here.
Barry Allen.
Yes.
Shout out Barry Allen. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. Shout out Adam, Carnivore Today, Healing Humanity Movie, JT, Poco
Thank you,
Moonshine
Kerry.
Family, 40,000.
Homestead How.
Yeah.
Humanity Movie.
What else we got going on? You guys got any other things you want to shout out quick? I know JT and I got Raise the Stakes on Friday. We got the big meetup. Everyone got to come to the meetup in Thiensville. Adam, you got any big videos coming up?
I got a video coming out Friday with a lady that's healed over 20 health conditions. So that's absolutely incredible. Can't wait to release that one. And she's already got her story out there, but I got to learn firsthand from her story and her journey, and it's so incredibly inspiring. And yeah, that one's coming out on Friday.
That's awesome. Check out Carnivore Today for that. It's getting hard to keep up with all these carnivore stories that need to be told. Legitimately, there's so many of them. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then more and more every single day. So good stuff. Awesome. Thanks, guys. JT, Adam. Thank you, everyone, for super chats, memberships, and joining. We really appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
Have
everyone.
a good day. Beep.